Yo, what's going on, guys? This is Mikey Blends, bringing you guys back another haircut tutorial. On this tutorial, we'll be doing a low drop fade with hooks. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and go follow that Instagram. We're almost at 1,000 subscribers, and as soon as I hit that 1,000 subscriber mark, I'll be doing that giveaway. So make sure you go check out my Instagram and stay updated with it. Here's the before and after results. Now, let's get into the video. The first thing we're going to do is set in the guideline like this, dropping down as we get to the back. First, we're going to be using our trimmers to set in our bald guideline. As we start getting behind the ear, we will start dropping it to give it that drop fade effect. And as we get to the back, we'll start curving it one more time to give it that drop fade look. Now that we finished setting it in, now it's time to clean it up. Pull down the ear, and with the corners of your trimmers, make sure you clean all around the ear area and hit the back too. As you clean up, make sure to always go against the grain. Like right here, he had his hairs that grow differently, so we went against the grain here. Make sure to rinse and repeat this step on the other side as well. Now after we finish cleaning up, we're going to set in our bald guideline using our foil shavers. The guideline, we're going to leave it a finger width, and we're not going to go all the way up to the hair. Make sure to stay consistent all around, and if you have to go against the grain to get that fine finish how I am doing here. Make sure to always let the machine do the work and do not apply a lot of pressure because you can irritate the skin. After setting in that guideline, now it's time to blend it out using the corners of your foil shavers, lightly tapping it, blend it out. If you're having issues removing this guideline, you could also flick out in order to remove it. By gently just tapping on that guideline and not taking it any further up, you're able to remove this guideline. Make sure to pull down the ear and using the corners of your foil shavers to remove that guideline on top of the ear. After finally blending out that guideline, now it's time to set in our new guideline with the no guard lever open in a flick out motion. We're also going to set in this guideline a finger width. As we start approaching the back of the ear, make sure to pull it down and using the corners of your clippers, set in that guideline as it drops. As you set in the guideline, make sure it's consistent all around as you're setting it in and it's all the same width. Now after we set in that guideline, now it's time to use the no guard lever closed and start blending it in together. Having the no guard closed, we're only going to go up halfway into the guideline, and then we're going to open up the lever halfway open and blend it all together. Repeat this all around the head and make sure you stay consistent to it to get a nice even blend. Keeping that lever closed still, we're only going to be going up halfway again on that guideline, and then we're going to be opening it up halfway to blend it all in. Now switching the lever halfway open, we're going to blend in that guideline all together. By keeping your guidelines nice and consistent, you could get a nice clean fade like this. So make sure to always take your time when you place your guidelines and your fading process. After we're done cleaning up that guideline and fading it out, now it's time to use the number 1 guard with the lever all the way open in a flick out motion. Also, always make sure that the hair is nicely combed out so you can get a nice even cut all around. Always make sure to pull down that ear and using the corners of your clippers, set in that guideline behind the ear. After we finish setting in that number 1 guard guideline, now it's time to use the half guard with the lever halfway open, using the corners of your clippers to fade in that number 1 guard. In a flick out motion, make sure to use the corners of your clippers to fade it all in nice and even. Make sure to use the corners of your clippers and go against the grain. My client here, his growth pattern on his hair is extremely weird and I always have to go against the grain here. So you'll see me use my clippers differently at different angles to blend in his guideline. Here his hair growth pattern is where it gets tricky, so I have to use my clipper at an angle to make sure I blend in that guideline. Make sure to always pay attention to details like these because these details do improve you as a barber and could help you further down your career. Now after we finish setting in that guideline, we're going to comb down all the hair to make sure we get an even cut, and using the 1/2 guard with the lever open, we're going to set in that guideline in a flick out motion. As you set in the guideline, make sure to always keep it nice and consistent all around the hair so you can get a clean fade. After setting in that guideline using the same guard still, we're going to close the lever and soften up the guideline we have set in. Softening up the guideline allows us to come in with the number 1 guard and making it much easier for us to blend out this guideline, so make sure to not skip over this step. Now that the guideline is nice and soft, now using our number 1 guard with the lever halfway open, we'll start blending in everything together. As you get behind the ear area, it's best to use your corners of your clippers. It will make it much easier for you to blend out that guideline. As you can tell how we soften up that guideline, just look how easier it is for us to use that number 1 guard and blend it in all together. As we get to the back, make sure to flick out extra to give it that drop fade look. As you can see right here, I am flicking out a little bit more extra to give it that nice drop fade look. So make sure to stay consistent with this one and keep it nice and even. Now after we're done blending everything in, now it's time to use the number 3 guard with the lever closed. In a flick out motion, we're going to set in our new guideline. For this step, you want to be scooping a little bit more extra to make sure you do not dig in and shave hairs you are not supposed to. Here we're scooping a little bit extra than usual to make sure we keep it nice and dark. Here my client loves the bulkiness, so please always consult with your clients because some clients do love for you to dig in and just leave it nice and clean. Make sure to always comb down the hair to make sure you're leaving a nice even guideline all around. After setting that number 3 guard all around, now it's time to use the number 2 guard lever open, and here we're going to blend out this guideline we have left. In a flick out motion, we're going to start blending it all out. As we use the number 2 guard, we're just attacking that dark guideline we have left. We are not trying to set in a new guideline, so make sure you do flick out and just blend out that guideline. After we're done blending out that guideline, now we're going to comb down everything and remove that last bit of bulk that we have left right here. Now with the number 4 guard with the lever all the way closed, we're going to start debulking this whole area right here. Make sure to be careful with the hair on top to not cut it, so use your comb to your advantage and just hold it up as you debulk that area. Also make sure as you get to the back to also flick out and just make it nice and even. Make sure to always brush that hair down to leave a nice even guideline all around. After we set in that number 4 guard, now it's time to use our number 3 guard with the lever all the way open and just nicely and gently blend it all in together. This step should be really easy and straightforward since everything is already blended in together, and with the number 3 guard we're just giving it that nice extra touch. Now it's time to use our shear over comb to blend out this line right here. Usually for hair that is combed to the side or to the back, they tend to leave this harsh guideline, so what the shears does, it makes it blend in nice and evenly. Make sure to always pick up the hair that is just floating right above where the blended hair is at. As you can see, I am just picking up the longer hair and blending it all in. After blending it in, now it's time to line up the hooks. The hooks are located right underneath your lineup. In order to get the perfect hook lineup, you want to make sure that they're nicely combed down and make sure you follow that natural lineup they already have. As you get to the curve area of your hooks, make sure to stay persistent and just use the corners of your trimmers. As you can see here, I'm taking my time and being persistent by just using the corners of my trimmers and setting in that nice curved shape. After you finish setting it in, just make sure you come back with the trimmers and clean up all that excess hair. Make sure to do this on the other side as well and make sure that they're identical and matching each other. After setting in those hooks, now it's time to get into the hairline. Here my client has long hair, so I have to use these patches real quick just to hold up his hair. Starting from the middle of his hairline, we'll be taking it to one side and then taking it to the other. Always make sure to check out your client's hairline. He has a really soft hairline right here as we get to the side, so make sure to not push it back and just try your best to line up the hairs that they have there. As we get to his baby hairs, we just start tapping it a little bit more extra and just look how crispy it's coming out. After you're done lining up your client, make sure you clean him up to get rid of all those hairs in his face, and you should end up with something like this. After lining up my client, now we're just going to trim a 1/4 inch off the top. For my trimmings, what I like doing is just starting from the front and taking it all the way to the back. If you guys would like to see an in-depth tutorial on how to trim the top of the hair, please let me know and just comment down below and I'll do one. After we're done trimming it, now it's time for my favorite part. Using the Hairline Shine Pomade, we're going to apply some on top of his hair to nicely style it. All my clients enjoy this pomade, including him. As you can see, he's smiling. It smells really nice. It has a nice fragrance. If you guys would like to buy one, it's always linked in the description. After setting in the pomade, now it's just time to comb it and style it nicely. Just look how fresh it's coming out. This pomade is mandatory for your clients or personal use. If you guys would like to check it out, it's also infused with natural hair oils that promote hair growth, so make sure to check it out. It's always linked in the description. After cutting his hair and nicely styling it, this is what you should end up with. If you followed all the steps correctly, this is how a low drop fade with hooks should look like, and these are the results that you should get. If you made it this far into the video, thank you guys. We're almost at 1,000 subscribers, so make sure you subscribe. I will be doing a giveaway as soon as I reach 1,000 subscribers. I will be giving away some of the products and some of the barber magnetic mats, so make sure you stay tuned. Make sure to subscribe, like, comment, and share. Also follow my Instagram to stay updated with this giveaway. Thank you guys. This has been Mikey Blends with another tutorial, and I'm out. Peace.